Hey everybody, welcome back to TLC Talk, which is my Wednesday episode on the Sarah Fraser Show, when we dig into all the gossip from your favorite TLC shows, I should say, from 90 Day Fiance, 1,000-Pound Sisters, Sister Wives. We got a lot to get to. Robyn Brown apparently in therapy over Kody Brown, and more stories coming out that the two have headed to Splitsville. I mean, are we even believing this? There's a fake headline about some Brown family friends that are apparently commenting on Kody's ego. I'll tell you why it's not true. And is Tammy Slaton from 1,000-Pound Sisters pregnant because she's craving water? We got a lot to get to here at TSFS. Thank you for listening. I'm obsessed with you guys. I am so grateful for you making me a top TV and film podcast on the Apple charts week after week. Love you. If you ever have any great 90-day tea, TLC tea, hit me in my DMs. I want to hear it. Let's get right into it. Is Robyn Brown in therapy? Kody Brown's wife. Now, I saw this story trending for a couple weeks from various news outlets, and it appears that our girl Rob Dog, Sabin, is in therapy. She's in therapy to deal with the loss of her sister wives. And I finally figured out in watching Robyn on Sister Wives what she suffers from. Do you know those women, and I'm guilty of this still in my life, that can never take a compliment? They can never accept their flowers. They always, you go, oh my God, I love your sweater. Oh, this old thing, I got it at TJ Maxx. They always want to instead of soaking it in. And I'm just saying, Robyn is that woman, and I know because I've been there. Robyn cannot accept that she is number one in Kody's life, and I actually do think it's doing damage to their relationship. Now, I'm sure the way they live off TV is different than how they live on TV. This has just turned into a monster ratings banger, money maker. It's everything. So I'm sure there's a lot of incentive for all of them to keep it going. I would. But Robyn, to me, and I noticed this in part one of Christine Brown's wedding special, which happened on Sunday, the first part, and the second part will air this Sunday on TLC, is when Robyn was sitting there and, Kody was talking to her about being the love of his life. This is when they were sitting on the tree after he had chopped down the tree, and he was talking about how, he's found happiness in Robyn, and she just kind of squinches and looks around. She can never just accept, I think, a compliment. I think that is one of Robyn's problems. She's apparently in therapy, Robyn is, and there's a new story out from Screen Rant this week saying that apparently sources close to Robyn say that she's put in a lot of effort into ensuring that her husband, what he says, what he doesn't say, won't cost him his career. However, this is according to Screen Rant, she's apparently tired of this new controlling role and trying to stabilize everything. In the couple's recent appearance on Sister Wives, the talkback, and the special, Robyn had physically shut down Kody's mouth with her hands when he almost blew up on a fan congratulating him on his new monogamous relationship. Sources say that Robyn has cried a lot since Mary Janelle and Christine left the family. The emotional woman has left trapped in a world war, she feels, and she has become a complete scapegoat for Kody's actions. I don't know about that. I feel like everybody understands what Kody is like, honestly. So also they're saying that Robyn is suffering from not having that superiority complex over the other women now that she has nobody to compete with, and there's far less drama in the house. It is turning to Kody, and now friends and people feel that she's either headed for an emotional breakdown or the two may actually take some time apart. Do we believe? I don't know. Sutton Strack from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills always says, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's a lot of smoke around this. There's a lot of smoke. Time will tell. Time will tell. We will see. Also, fake news story, if you see this going around, that Kody Brown's friend, Joe Darger, who you all know if you're diehard fans of Sister Wives, because they used to have their own polygamy spinoff show called My Three Wives. It's no longer on. There's a news story circulating that Joe Darger has commented on Cody and him losing his wives and Christine Brown's marriage. False. This is a very old story from last year, 2023, where Joe Darger on his Twitter account did say that he believed that Cody Brown's ego and essentially the TV show had destroyed a good family. There you have it. So if you see that one fake, and it was debunked here at the Sarah Fraser Show, you're welcome. You're welcome. So that's it for Sister Wives. Everyone, again, seems to be loving Christine Brown. Part 1 of her wedding. Part 2, as I mentioned, airs Sunday. I loved it as well. I do have to say, I do not think there is any spinoff plans. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from my TLC insiders, and I certainly don't think, as of now anyway, the show is lending itself to that. A lot of people were asking me, why wasn't Gwendolyn there? Christine Brown's daughter. She's the only child of Christine's that was not in attendance of her wedding special. This has been out there for a long time, but I'll just say it in case you're just getting into the Sister Wives phenomenon. Apparently Gwen and her wife had moved into a new house. She was like finalizing a chemistry course she was taking because she's finishing up her degree, and she was busy and couldn't make it, and Christine was fine with that. A lot of speculation on if that's true or not, but I think we have to go with it because they seem to have shut down any further chat. Is Tammy Slaton from 1,000 Pound Sisters pregnant? Who watched last week? 1,000 Pound Sisters comes out every Tuesday night. Last week, they tackled Tammy having an IUD in for 12 years. She's been on birth control for 12 years. She's had the same IUD in that hoo-ha for 12 years. Oh. Ooh. Anybody had an IUD in for 12 years? And I had one in for a couple years, and then it fell out. Anybody had one fall out? It's painful as fuck. Yeah. How did I know that my IUD was falling out? The most insane, intense cramps, bend over pain you've ever had. It fell into my cervix. So it's supposed to be placed up there in the old, I think, uterus, or I don't know. You know, am I a woman? Do I know the anatomy? No. Okay. I'm not a nurse. I give you pop culture updates daily. Okay. Like, don't ask me science. So mine fell out, fell onto onto my cervix. It was dangling there. It was easy to have it removed. It ain't so easy. It's very painful if you haven't had a child to have it put in. Whew. And they go, oh, take a few Advil, take a few Tylenol. That ain't going to do it. Knock me out and put that in. But Tam Tams has been sitting just fine. However, she went to the OBGYN in this recent episode and said she thought there was a chance she could be pregnant because, of course, she's married to Caleb. We've not seen the passing of Caleb yet. We're getting ready to see all the family drama of when they go to Florida, and Amanda and Amy and Chris, they all get in a giant brawl so big they had to put shooting on hiatus for 2 weeks. So Tammy's, she's with her man, and she goes, I think I could be pregnant because I've been craving water. And Amy goes, you're thirsty, bitch. God, please give me my dream moment of going to Kentucky and interviewing that entire family like a Diane Sawyer special. I do worry about Tammy, though. I'm blocked by her on TikTok. It's a shame. I don't know how I'm blocked by all these people. I don't even know. I'm blocked by Ethan Plath. I'm probably blocked by even more people, but I don't look them up. Tammy Slaton on TikTok. She's not unblocked me. And Heather McDonald. My, don't talk about your heroes, I guess, is truly, truly, truly the moral of this. I love Juicy Scoop. I'm a Juicy Scooper. But anyway, I had Sarah from Texas, Jeff Lewis Obsessed on. We did a funny promo video where we said, I go, okay, tell me about your drama with Heather. And Heather apparently saw it and didn't like it, blocked it. But I'm honored that Heather knows who I am. So hopefully, Heather, please unblock me. I love you. You are the queen. The queen. I want to give you your flowers of how much you've done for this industry and women in podcasting. Anyhow. But the other thing I do worry about with Tammy Slaton is she did do a TikTok video, which was shared with me this week. She's been on TikTok a lot, where she is telling people to stop talking about her teeth and her appearance People on TikTok are coming for her going, girl, what is up with your teeth? She's missing teeth. There's like some teeth that are cracked. And she has come on here and gone, stop. It's fucking with my confidence. I've got the money to fix my teeth, but it is super expensive. That's the truth. Has anybody else looked into veneers? Like when you go to the top veneers doctor in Beverly Hills, I should go to Turkey. $65,000, $75,000, $85,000 to have your veneers. I want those Joe Coy veneers. You know, Joe Coy. The Golden Globes. He was tanking, but I'll tell you what, I loved his teeth. I couldn't stop watching the teeth. I don't even know what he said. I just love those chompers. So Tammy claims she's got the money to fix the teeth, but it is not helping her confidence with people commenting on her appearance, her use of filters. She has lost now 440 pounds from the 700 plus pounds she started at. Isn't that wild? That is wild. She says she's working on it, but she's also saving money to do other things, and she doesn't go into yet what those other things are. I just worry about Tammy because Tammy seems like such a sweet soul. She's been on TV a long time, and I don't know. I mean, I know the comments get to you, but you really, now you got to embrace the hate. Social media is all hate, especially TikTok. It's all just post and ghost because people don't have one positive thing to say. They don't. And I think it's almost fun for people to troll now because it's kind of a joke. You got to embrace it. Let's thank a sponsor. Guys, thank you. This is my full-time job. Every time you purchase from one of my sponsors, you help the show, you help the people that are a part of this show. I try to always hand select sponsors that I think you'll love, and I use them all myself. I never endorse something that I don't use. If it's my voice, I obviously have commercials on my show that aren't always my voice. But Quince is your go-to for luxury items at affordable prices. How is Quince able to offer you and me 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters, $50 washable silk tops, dresses, organic cotton sweaters, and 14-karat gold jewelry like I have their twisted 14-karat gold hoops at such great prices? They do that by cutting out the middleman, so they give you the savings. Quince works only with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. I'm a huge fan of this. I am not going to name these fast fashion brands, but I am so done. You know what? I'll name one. I will never. Actually, I don't know if. Okay, never mind. I'll move on. I don't know if our client Quince wants me to. Anyway, I'll tell you right now, I am done with fast fashion. You get it, it stinks. It never lasts. It's probably giving you cancer with the smell. Well, guess what? When you order from Quince, the box, the packaging never stinks like, some chemical. Give yourself the gift of luxury that you deserve with Quince. Go to quince.com/TSFS for free shipping on your order. 365-day returns, baby. That's QUINCE.com/TSFS to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/TSFS. You won't regret it. Order from Quince. Hit me up and let me know about your experience. But everybody that I've sent to Quince loves them and has no regrets. So let's talk 90 Day Fiance. Rob warned from 90 Day Fiance Season 10, which is still underway, although getting ready to wrap up. He's 32 years old. You guys all know. He lives out here in Inglewood, California. And, he got a lot of crap because he lived in this house where the toilet was or the bathroom was sort of outside in this kind of converted shed, So he has moved. Now he's being called out. I mean, I'm starting to feel for Rob, although a lot of people find Rob, they hated the attitude. He's currently not getting along with his potential future mother-in-law. Statler called him out as disgusting. Statler from the 90 Days, Statler Riley. They're engulfed in a beef back and forth, and Rob fires back. He's being accused by 90 Day Fiance before the 90 Days alum Statler of being the leader of trolls in a scathing social media comment battle. Rob is a part of the 90 Day Fiance Season 10 cast, as I mentioned, in which he stars with his partner, Sophie. Sophie's mom's come at him that he doesn't have a damn job. He wrote back on social media this week. He's like, I've had multiple jobs. I took a chance on a company. It didn't work out. Then I hustled. I was hanging signs at night. Oh, I mean, they've gone back and forth. And by the way, Rob and Sophie, I think, are completely still together. And Rob even did a video this week commenting about his hair because people were like, you're so cheap with your hair. Like your hair is, you know, I mean, people are coming for this man over everything. And he's like, no, you know, he's like, he's like, yeah, my hair, I am able to like save money. And by the way, I'm doing this video from like a real bathroom. You know, Web Sleuths have put it together that he and Sophie are kind of living together. But he's gotten into it with Sophie's mom's Claire. And then Statler commented on the post saying, Rob, the person who makes little digs at people continuously and then acts like the victim when he's called out. Rob noticed Statler's comment and decided to give her a piece of his mind, baby. And started off by tagging Statler and writing, @Statler. Okay, you got it. Stay in these comments talking your shit about every other couple as if you don't know how this show is. Good point. That's a good point. Good point. Rob went on to remind Statler that she'd criticized Sophie in a different post earlier on. You're a flip-floppy, clout-chasing, super annoying know-it-all who jumps from comment section to comment section, throwing judgments on other cast members, which in itself makes you disgusting, Rob continued. Rob is going in. It's the battle that I'm here for. But anyway, Rob is saying he's not cheap about his hair. He's also saying he now has indoor plumbing for anybody who is concerned. The other thing that was big over the past week, I had just dropped my episode last week of TLC Talk, and Darcey and Georgie released their exclusive wedding photos to People magazine. They also spoke for the first time about their wedding. This couple to me is so interesting. I've interviewed Darcey and Stacey like 3 times. The last time I did try to talk shit about Georgie and they shut it down, which is kind of how I knew that Darcey was probably still with him. Now they're husband and wife. Oop, I overplayed that hand. So Darcey, they obviously did a deal with People magazine. People magazine pays celebrities for their exclusive wedding photos. They got married on November 11th, 2023. And, you know, very significant date for them. One, it was when Darcey and Stacey's brother, who passed away from cancer, had died. So that's why their house of 11 is named after him. I actually think I don't think he died on the 11th. He was born on the 11th. It was a very important date for them. And then 11/11, of course, 111 are angel numbers. We all know that. We love a good angel number. I'm a person, I always see 111, 11/11. Like, it is a very, very good luck, I do believe. I do believe the angels, people are giving you a sign who have gone to the other side. But if you thought that you saw the last of Darcey and Stacey's wedding, because they've always had a dream of doing a dual twin wedding, we're getting it, okay? They announced in the People magazine article that they plan to do a bigger double wedding in Europe because just 15 people attended their Connecticut 11/11 wedding. And it does not appear that TLC was there. And in the article, it does not say Darcey and Stacey return to TLC in 2024. There's no mention of it. It does sort of appear that maybe the show is canceled. Oh, and then the dressmaker of Darcey sort of did her dirty. The dressmaker of Darcey put out a video of Darcey unfiltered. So, you ready for it? If you're on my YouTube, you can see it. You ready for it? Here we go. The before, the after, the touched up photos, the photoshopped photos on People, and then the untouched photos of a video that the wedding dress designer dropped. Ooh, I'd be like, what are you doing blowing my cover? What are you doing blowing my cover? But she seems unbothered. They don't care. They love their plastic surgery. They've said it. They've said it every time they come on my show. They don't give a rip what people think. They go to Turkey. They go everywhere they can get a deal and a steal, and they get their work done. I wouldn't go to Turkey. I just had a friend. I just have a very dear friend who went to Turkey, got hair plugs. I might do that. I also hear you can go to Turkey, get veneers for like 10 grand. I don't know though. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just like U.S. doctors, but they always say, at least the U.S. doctors that I've talked to are like, Okay, U.S. doctors board certified. Well, what does that mean? It means that you do surgeries like while your peers watch and grade you. And like you can't fake it. Like you have to be doing everything. You have to check your anesthesiologist. And like you don't just like get a board certification. Like if they don't like what you're doing, you don't get board certified. And you have to always go to a board certified plastic surgeon because it means they've been peer reviewed for many years and procedures. So that's like a big deal. I go by the Dolly Parton advice. And Dolly always says, if you're going to have it, the facelift or whatever, you go to the best of the best of the best. You save up. You get the facelift, $70,000. You get the teeth, $60,000, $70,000. Because even she was talking about her friend, Kenny Rogers. Does anyone even listening to this podcast know who Kenny Rogers is? Islands in the Stream, old school country singer. She said on the Howard Stern show, he had plastic surgery done by the best plastic surgeons, and it came out horribly. Because she said, you have to go to the best because you don't know how plastic surgery is going to settle with your face. And she also was like, you should start slow. Because if your face and skin are not going to respond to it, don't do the Kenny. Because even if you go to the best, you're going to look like, Kenny looked like he was blowtorched. R.I.P. All right, Kimberly and Riley are together in San Diego, hanging out with Teray. Teray is on Single Life right now with 90 Day Fiance. You guys remember Teray? He was catfished for years on I always forget, before the 90 days, I think. And he only stayed on for a short period of time because they figured out that he was being catfished and the woman never existed. Now he's dropped a bunch of weight. He's in San Diego, hanging out with Kimberly and Riley. Doing great. They're drinking decoy wine, having a night out. People say Kimberly and Riley are like really making a go at it. Like it's really a thing. And then lastly, Debbie, Colty's mom. Colty, we love from years of 90 Day Fiance. Now, Colty and his wife, Vanessa, are embroiled in a back and forth with TLC. It's shady. It's shady over there. Vanessa says that Colty was injured around the filming time while he was filming something or while he was filming, and they have no health insurance. This is sort of the reality reckoning bit. And they're pissed. They want coverage from TLC, and they apparently got very little. I guess they did get some money, but it wasn't enough. And so Colty and Vanessa are like sworn. They like claim they will never do another TLC show. And Colty is like TV gold. Debbie's his mom. Debbie met Tony on Single Life. We all know this last season. And Tony's from Canada. Well, they go to the border, and apparently they didn't do the correct paperwork. So Debbie was turned around and denied, had to go back to Vegas. She's like brokenhearted. Poor Debbie. And she's getting trolled. Debbie and Tony are getting trolled. Like, bitch, didn't you know you got any other country, you got to get all your paperwork. You got to get everything together here, sweetie, before you go up to the Canadian border and just go, hi, I'm here in Ontario. Will you let me cross? They don't do that anymore. It's only here in the United States you don't need any people. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Immigration's a big issue. And I don't know anything about it. Don't ask me, okay? Look, I'm studying sister wives, all right? Not public relations down in San Antonio and the border crossing, okay? So don't even. But it was a good joke and you know it. Okay. This week on TSFS, on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday, I drop new podcast episodes with the one, the only, David Yontef. A lot to get to. We have to talk about Monica Garcia from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, one of the greatest housewife finales of all time. She is reality Vontice. So we get into the latest about her. New voice messages have been released and leaked from friends, from sources. Is she going to be back on the show? And what's in store for the reunion? The reunion's already underway, so we're going to be recapping the reunion of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Part 1. Be sure to subscribe to the Sarah Fraser Show wherever you get your pods, and I would love if you would share the pod with a friend. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.